Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a collective reading. It is an all signs reading. Yes, it's for every sign. And how is that, right? Why don't I have them time-stamped? Well, it's because this is the place where I ask you to put on your intuitive hat. I'll call it the signs and symbols as I see them and interpret them. But hey, feel free to read tarot along with me. Feel free to do it. So I'm just going to ask you to, put on that intuitive hat to know if this is your reading or if it is not. And it is for the whole collective. Either it's going to resonate or it won't, right? All right. Here we go. I'll help you out with the signs and symbols. The rest is up to you. You can get connected to your intuition. Let's find out what's going on. Let's use Lenormand first. All right, let's talk about the collective, please. I do not take date or time these readings. I feel like when it resonates, if it resonates when you find it, it's yours. All right. What have we got here? So in the future, you have some big, fun, interesting. It's luck, right? Now, I don't subscribe to luck in my own life, but I feel like something's about to feel lucky for you, or to be. The four-leaf clover is so rare. Someone's about to give you reciprocity that you never thought ever in 100 years would give you reciprocity. This person is someone who is a friend, or who you've been a very loyal friend to, right? This is someone that you have feelings for. So this is someone, this kind of what we were just talking about in the Taurus reading, actually. It feels like you've been a loyal friend to someone, or you're this friend to this person, and I feel like they want to give you reciprocity. They feel way more connected to you than friendship, I think. Yeah, that's love. The swans mate for life. Somebody wants to give you reciprocity for life. Someone has romantic feelings about you. Someone feels really lucky to be your friend, or they see the abundance in this friendship turning to love. All right, what do we got here? Whew. Bottom of the deck for me, by the way, is the future energy. So we've got card number 23. Card number 23 breaks to a 5. Someone's feeling very defensive. Some things are going on in your life that are making it hard to bear. I want to say that you're in a position right now, if it's you that I'm connecting with, you're in a position right now where you feel like you have to defend yourself at every corner. You don't really trust anybody. You don't really have anybody who is that you feel is on your side. It feels like you're feeling very defensive with everyone. I want to say that there's probably been some sort of a mishap in your family as it pertains to either your housing or your finances. It feels like there's these mice are, they're in the food, and the food is spoiling, and they bring pestilence and sickness, and I feel like something's eating at you. Either this is an attitude, or this is something that's going on in your pentacle life right now. I want to say that's going to get better. Look, we have the Ace of Diamonds here. That is the Ace of Pentacles. Things are about to get better. If it is a financial thing for you, things are about to get better. Either going to come from a big idea, or something that you realize or get clarity on or finally understand, or it's a realization. That's what the Sun is giving me. 3 and 1 is 4. It gives you stability. So whatever the big idea is could be something you could monetize, something you do with your hands. Tell you what, everybody in the world has some form of anxiety, and those beautiful creatures out there that decorate cakes and do all those things that are ASMR stuff for people to not have so much anxiety. Those are the angels. I'm telling you, as a person with anxiety, for sure. So what I want to say is, I feel I'm talking about anxiety because I think you've been really anxious about some sort of a situation that you feel you're in lack about right now. It feels to me like it's home and hearth. It feels to me, because the Ace of Pentacles is here, that it feels like it's going on in your 3D world. So it either has to do with money, or where you're harvesting your food from, or where's my next meal coming from. I want to say that there is better days coming. Better days are coming for you. It's a song. It always comes out when better days are coming. I feel like if you've been spending nights worried about it or crying about it, things are about to get better. Okay. So we have the Queen of Spades in the bottom right-hand corner. It was the Queen of Swords. But the 9. The tulips are about feelings, about romantic feelings. They're also about respect, right? It feels like somebody is thinking about that. It might be the Queen of Swords, so you could be Libra, or Gemini, Aquarius, of course. Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and clubs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I'm supposed to. They feel like two very different energies. This feels like somebody's looking back, or feels like they've left something behind. Like a really respectful, kind, it feels like this goes, it's card number 9, so I'm thinking September. So what were you doing last September? It feels like it has something to do with that. Okay. Feeling defensive about money, and then this is love. So I don't know what we're doing here, but we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going with the flow. Let's do it. What else do we need to know, please, for the collective? Tell me what else we need to know about the collective, please. So you've been in defense mode. I want you to know that it's going to get better. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is reciprocal energy. It could definitely be selling something, getting money in return, right? Got the Magician. I really feel like there's something I was getting off this Sun card, is that you are the magician as it pertains to your money. That you hold it in the palm of your hand, literally. Like you have all the aces. You have all the aces. You can do what you want. You're at the beginning of everything. But there is some sort of idea that something that you are the magician of. So for instance, I'm just going to give a for instance, and I learned to crochet when I was probably 6. And in all of my life, I've always crocheted and made these beautiful blankets to give to people. It feels like it's something that you already know that you were born with, that you came here with, that you have all the aces in hand. And I want to say I'm telling you that because the Sun is here and the Ace of Pentacles is here. It feels like it's something that you have that's a creative flair. And I was talking about those ASMR videos. So like maybe you're a painter, maybe you paint rocks, maybe you're an artist. You know what I mean? Maybe you do something that helps people, that people like to watch you do. I'm telling you, I've watched hours and hours of artists and clay makers and potters, I think you're called. And, because it just, it gives me a place to focus. Yeah. It allows my brain to stop being anxious. Okay. I'm just going to take the cards from the top here that have fallen. Put things back here. Bit of a mess. Things might feel a little bit messy right now, collective. We have the King of Swords. All right. We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel it's something that you know already, you know how to do. Some sort of thing that you could sell, either monetize online or monetize in real life. Something that you know how to make, that something that you learned to way back then. Look, the universe is just waiting for you. That's what it feels like. It feels like the universe is just waiting for you to realize it. The Knight of Pentacles is here, next to the Magician. It almost feels like it's been a long while since you meditated or had any realizations or really spent time on your own thinking about what you want. What do you want to bring from the 5D into the 3D? It feels like when I say that maybe you haven't been connecting to meditation lately, maybe. But I feel like you're supposed to go there to find an answer that you've been looking for a really long time. And it feels like once you realize what the thing is that you can monetize, whether that's a skill or you can sing or whatever it is, I feel with the Ace of Pentacles, it changes your life. The sun comes out, you have clarity, things are going great, you get stability. Card number 31 is a 4. It gives you stability. So this is something that you already know. And you've known it for a very long time, right? The Page of Swords is here. Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. And so it's something that you've known for a really long time. You know, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And I feel like if you don't know what this thing is that I'm talking about, it feels like the universe is going to make you trip over it. Yeah. You're going to trip over it somewhere and say, right, I do still have my grandmother's recipe for, you know what I mean? For whatever that thing was, that if I didn't bring it to the party or they didn't bring it to the party, people would say, what? All right, we have the Two of Wands. It's going to send you on an adventure. The thing is you are living you could be physically living in lack, like maybe you really are having a hard time, like I said, getting a food source, getting a place to live. But I feel like that's about to be dramatically different in the very near future, because I feel like you're on the verge of a breakthrough, which is also the Sun. I feel like you're about to go on some sort of adventure here. We've got the Two of Wands, and then I see the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse as hesitation. Is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to plant my pentacle here? So it's a little bit of hesitation about going on the adventure, which to me is the Two of Wands. And then we have the Three of Swords. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to make the wrong decisions. I don't want to make the wrong decisions, right? Am I healed enough to go? We've got 3 and 1 is 4. Am I going to end up just, no one will invest in me, brokenhearted, maybe broke period with the Ace of Pentacles? It feels like you're ready to go on the adventure here, but it also does feel like a little bit of excitement, but a little bit of lack, right? Feeling like I could never step off the edge. Elsie, you don't understand my financial situation. I'm really barely living on anything. Well, I may know more about that than you think. There we go. The World card is here. I feel you're going to do it. I feel that you are going to be inspired in the next few weeks about something that you already know. And when you figure out what that is, because the Knight of, not the Knight, but the Page of Wands is here. Once you harvest that information you've been looking for a very long time, it's going to send you on a path where you are now in charge of how much money flows to you. So if you want, Grandma's donut recipe, right? Maybe it's Grandma's donut recipe that you're selling in a recipe book, or maybe it's Grandma's, all the powder in a container for people to make their own Grandma's recipe. Do you know what I mean? Like it's streams of income. It feels like you realize that you can be in control of your own money flow. But you hesitate with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You hesitate, but I really do feel like, the end of the hesitation is here. You're going to take the leap, because I feel not that you're going to take an uneducated leap. I don't see that here. With the World card is very planned, right? We move toward the end very, very slowly. That's all fixed energy, right? Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So we move very, very slow towards our destination, but when it's time to shut down that chapter, it's time to shut it down, and then we're not going back. So I feel like you're going to go for it. You're going to find this thing, you're going to have a realization, and I think it's going to blow your mind how much money it's going to make for you. I think you can't see it right now because you're living in lack. You're living with the mice here. All right. So I ended up pushing these apart. I'm not really sure why, and I'm not really sure what this energy is. So we'll read this and then see what we can find. This might be two completely different energies, but it does feel like somebody here, this energy, it feels to me is about romance, or it feels like somebody's looking back there. They feel like they left someone back there. Someone is going over the details again. Like I said, we've got the Queen of Swords here, which is Libra, but also Gemini and Aquarius in this reading, right? It is a general reading. I feel like something happened and someone feels too afraid to go back and say, I have all these feelings for you. I have these romantic feelings. I have this romantic respect for you. Like, it feels like the Queen of Swords is someone who is quite sought after because she's not only beautiful, but she's liberated. She says what she wants. She takes care of herself, right? And it feels like somebody is looking back there. Like, I feel like I left something back there. Number 14 for me is the Temperance card, so we could be talking about Sagittarius energy. Number 9 is the Hermit. We could be talking about Virgo energy. What else do I need to know here, please, for the collective? What do I need to know for the collective? We've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords is here. So it feels like you feel as though, maybe it's you, maybe it's them. Take it as it resonates. It's a collective general reading, right? Someone here feels like they left someone behind who is their absolute match. Someone is very much, the King of Swords is very much in thought. You can see that, I kind of see that as a thought bubble above the King of Swords, is in thought about this, feeling like they left somebody behind here, but also feeling like they are skirting away from being hurt. Like, it feels like somebody's looking back there and wishing that they had the energy or the chutzpah or whatever they need. What am I trying to say? Sorry. I get a little frustrated. I don't know if I want to go another round at this. Like, I left that back there for a reason. It doesn't feel like it was, it doesn't feel like it's a broken relationship of any kind. It feels like I may have passed that up back there. That's what it feels like. And I think the King of Swords has been thinking about it nonstop. It could be Aquarius. Of course, we already have that energy here. But we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So I feel with the one the King has and the Nine of Swords, we've got 10 swords here. So it feels like the King of Swords is really in his head about something that has ended, that it was of a romantic nature. Either it ended or it feels like somebody left you behind, or you left them behind. And I think it was for fear that you would get hurt. But now Temperance is here, right? And I'm looking at the fox, looking back at the flowers, and Temperance is here. And now that's making you stop and turn around and look back there, like, yeah, just making sure that nothing's following you for sure, but wondering, why didn't they follow me? You're wondering why they didn't follow you. We got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Oh, some sort of truth came to light about a long-term relationship. Okay, so I'm going to say I feel like the King of Swords was probably married. The King of Swords was married, and it feels like maybe not married, but maybe in a committed relationship. And I think that either you didn't know that or they revealed that to you and then moved along. Because they're like, look, I'm in this thing, I can't do this. And then they moved along, I feel. But it feels as though somebody is, if you don't know that already, someone's about to reveal that to you, that they were married. Maybe you didn't know they were married for some of you. Maybe they never revealed it to you. A lot of guys don't wear their wedding bands, right? A lot of women don't wear their wedding rings sometimes. And maybe you just didn't know. But I feel like that they're going to tell you, I feel that this needs to come to an end for the King of Swords. The King of Swords needs resolution. And so I feel that the King feels like they left you back there, and now there is going to be some sort of something is going to be revealed to you about a long-term relationship. I don't think they left you back there because they wanted to. I think they had genuine feelings. Yes, like genuine, respectful, kind, loving feelings. They saw you as full of wisdom and someone who is liberated and speaking their own truth, and they had to leave you there because they told you that they were married. Maybe they revealed to you that they were married. I can't do this. I'm married. Or I'm already in a long-term relationship. And I feel like whoever the King of Swords is, feminine or masculine, understand we're not reading body parts, right? We're reading energy. So feminine or masculine, the King of Swords is here. And I feel like the King of Swords just didn't want to have to worry about something. They didn't want to have to worry about you. They didn't want to give you hope that anything would ever move forward because they were in a long-term relationship. But they still feel like they left you behind. Well, guess what? I think that relationship comes to an end. So I feel like this person, this King of Swords, whoever I'm speaking of here, is someone who has had a change of mind about something. And it feels like this death could be about this 10 Pentacles here. So I'm going to say that it's either you that says it to them or them that says it to you. Somebody mentions to the other, I have feelings for you. That's what it feels like here. No, I can't do this. Sorry, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a thing, in a marriage. They didn't want to lie to you, didn't want to string you along. And I feel like they've had a change of mind. And now their intuition, now they're paying attention to their intuition. And that's why we have the fox looking back at the flowers. Because this King of Swords, I feel, whether they are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or another sign, this person is someone who feels like they left another person behind and their gut has been tugging at them. The King of Swords is a person. It can be a person in your reading, but also can be just the energy of the person. So this is the energy of someone who's highly intelligent, who's very analytical, who deals in facts and factual knowledge, right? They don't want to have the cups involved at all. This person wants to think it all out because that's what they're used to doing. But this person's highly intelligent. Like really intelligent. And this person knew that the thing is, this feels a little bit noble to me because I feel like this person was straight up honest with you. Look, I'm married. I can't do this. And whether or not they were going to end this marriage or not, they didn't say that to you. All they said is, look, I can't do this, because they didn't know what was going on either. That's what it feels like. But maybe the reveal was, that this is the end of this. The end of this marriage. Yeah, and there's kids involved here too. I think that somebody was probably being cheated on because the Seven of Cups is next to the Sun. And although the Sun is the happiest one in the deck, understand it's on the 7 cups, not the 1, right? Yeah. So I feel like someone was having a lot of fun with maybe a lot of other energies. It feels like somebody already knew. The King of Swords already knew the High Priestess was here. There was maybe already silence in their communication. Maybe they were already having trouble by the time they realized maybe that you had feelings. They were in a mess. That's why the cards were in a mess. All right, so I think I got 2 different energies here. This is very interesting. Tell me about this. There is going to be conversation. This person, so if you are the person who's dealing in love, I feel like that this person is someone who was married, who's very honest and noble and legitimate, okay? This person always tells the truth and is very transparent. They didn't want to lead you on. And so they just told you, look, I can't do it. They revealed to you that they were in a 10 of Pentacle relationship. I think that that relationship has since come to an end. And I think that they want to speak about that. Their gut told them that someone else was, the person that they were with at the time, whoever the long term was, that person was not being true to them. And it was revealed to them that 10 of Pentacles is not what was going on here. In fact, I think somebody was probably cheating on them. So this person, I feel, is going to communicate with you. I don't know why I'm throwing another card here, but I am. Hang on. Told you, I only work here. I just go with the intuition. Totally. We've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So I want to say that this was the part of you that if you decide to, however small piece you carve out on TikTok or Threads or whatever it is that you're doing, or YouTube, I feel as though don't do it impulsively, okay? Do your research. Make sure you do your research and figure out if the thing that you do is monetized. And if you see anyone else on any of those platforms monetizing the thing that you do, you need to start it now. But understand this. The Knight of Wands is in the reverse. It's telling you to slow down. Make sure you go over all the details. And make sure that, I feel like that you have all the information that you need before you move forward, before you decide to move forward with it. But you're supposed to do it slowly. I think that's the only way that your heart's going to feel good about it, is if you move slowly. All right. I don't know just what went on here, but we got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The 10 of Wands. Gosh, you guys, I love my job so much. And the 3 of Cups. Look, somebody's coming in to talk to you because they need to unburden themselves. They feel like the wounded warrior. I think it's for this side here. Yeah. But the Hanged Man could be for either side. Somebody's about to come upon an epiphany. Whether you're in love or whether this is about this thing that you need to monetize in order to fix your financial situation, wherever it is, I think that you're coming to some sort of an epiphany. And your epiphany might even include information from someone who is a friend, or meeting someone who is connected to you in a way that you feel that you can trust their information. The 6 of Cups. It could be from an old friend. Somebody could jog your mind. Just saying. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys, and I'm out. Bye-bye.